Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by the Scenic Sports Network. Now, here's tonight's game.
Number 1, Jabri Barber, escorted by Tiara Kinsey and Shantara Danielle. Number 1, R.J. Miller, escorted by his mother, Leslie Miller. Number 2, Myron Bell Jr. is escorted by his parents, Myron and Shantae Bell. Number 2, Jamal Lane is escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Derek Bell. Number 3, T.J. Lewis is escorted by his mother, Crystal Chambers, and father, Larry Reese. Number 3, Tiberius Webb is escorted by his mother, Tanya Woods, and his uncle. Number 5, Donald Glenn, escorted by his parents, Donald and Ebony Glenn. Number 6, Sorrell Reese is escorted by his brother, Pepper Leonard. Number 7, Preston Whitaker is escorted by his brother, Michael Whitaker. Number 8, Christian Dykes is escorted by his mother, Kenda Kuntz, and father, Leonard Drakes. Number 8, Stephen Prime is escorted by his father, Stephen Prime. Number 9, Montavious Johnson is escorted by his mother, Kenyatta Bonds, and father, Linderick Johnson. Number 10, Brantley Grimsley is escorted by his parents, Eddie and Jan Grimsley. Number 12, Sam Gilligan is escorted by his father, Mr. Dave Gilligan. Jakari Reynolds is escorted by his mother, Sierra Biggums, and father, Justara Reynolds. Number 16, Anaris Torres Hampton is escorted by his mother, Sierra Biggums, and father, Justara Reynolds. Number 16, Anaris Torres Hampton is escorted by his mother, Janie Torres. Number 18, Michael Smith is escorted by his mother, Cherie Smith, and aunt Jennifer Seal. Number 21, Fisher Parrish is escorted by his parents, Jennifer and Hunter Parrish. Number 22, Cole Odom is escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bobby Odom. Number 23, Christopher Davis, and number 32, Jordan Bryant, is escorted by his mother, Tawana Turner, and Beverly Minifield. Thank you, row 1. We appreciate all you seniors as you exit the field. Continue with our football team. Number 29, Don McLeod, is escorted by his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Don McLeod. Number 30, Brandon Turner, is escorted by his mother, Mrs. Katina Turner. Number 32, Jordan Bryant, is escorted by his mother, Tammy Bryant. Number 33, Malik Williams, is escorted by his mother, Miss Hazel Williams, and aunt, Miss Catherine Brackens. Number 35 is Jalen Booger. Number 36, Grody Barnett, is escorted by his mother, Amy Barnett, and father, Hank Barnett. Number 42, Benjamin Peyton Robinson, is escorted by his mother, Mrs. Lindsay McDonald. Number 43, Tyrell Thomas, is escorted by his mother, April Pittman. Number 47, Demenis Moore, is escorted by his mother, Kenesha Moore. Number 54, Jalen Miller, is escorted by his mother, Leisha Miller. Number 55, Jordan Culver, is escorted by his mother, Mrs. Shirley Butler. Darian Reed, number 56, is escorted by his parents, Derek and Demisha Reed. Number 57, Adrian Brooks, is escorted by Coach J.D. Atkins and Coach Chell Preston. Number 58, Braxton Willis, is escorted by his parents, James and Candace Liddell. Ethan Matke is escorted by his parents, Matt and Charity Matke. Number 74, Joseph Kaleo, is escorted by his mother, Mrs. Shirley Butler. Number 75, Nathan Cooper, is escorted by his parents, Chris and Karis Cooper. Number 90, Jaquavian Lewis, is escorted by his mother, Duwana Lewis. Number 93, Rashad Utsi, is escorted by his mother, Mrs. Ursula McCrae. Number 97, Kevin Nugent, is escorted by his parents, Fidel and Tina Escalera. That's our second row of football players. We thank them tonight and we'll give them a big round of applause as they're exiting the field. And now for our cheerleaders this year, our senior cheerleaders. Victoria Carney, escorted by her mother, Vicki Curry. Jordan Frederick, escorted by parents, Chad and Susan Frederick. Rose Freeman, escorted by mother, Amber Abercrombie, and her father, Conley Freeman. Brittany Grimsley, escorted by parents, Eddie and Jan Grimsley. Jordan Jones, escorted by parents, Neil and Sabrina McClendon. Maddie Kennedy, escorted by her mother, Mrs. Joni Wyatt, and her father, Mr. Nathan Kennedy. Amaya McCrae, escorted by her mother, Tabitha Russell. Rayleigh Fasibi, escorted by her parents, U.S. Army retired Lieutenant Colonel Rodell Pasibi. Destiny Ratliff, escorted by her parents, Jason and Candace Johnson. Mackenzie Stewart, escorted by her mother, Frida Stewart, and her father, Dwight Stewart. Katie Beth Wakefield, escorted by her parents, Greg and Sandy Wakefield. Caitlin Wiggins, escorted by her mother, Dee Mooring, and brother, Austin Swords. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2019-2020 senior cheerleaders.
So hello and welcome to, we are here tonight at Rip Stadium where the Dothan Wolves are hosting the Ports of Sidney Lanier. You just saw the halftime, well not actually halftime, but you just saw the seniors being recognized, the band and the seniors and the band and the football team. So the Wolves come out tonight, and this is a must-win for them. Gavin, what do you have to say?
Yeah, man, this is going to be a great game tonight. I'm really looking forward to seeing, again, that Wolves defense against that Poet.
Okay, we're dealing with a few little technical issues here. We're trying to straighten out. Okay, George, I'm okay? So we're getting ready for the kickoff. I'm having a little trouble hearing, but is that better? Dothan will be kicking off. George, what do you think of tonight's game?
I'm excited about it. Dothan needs to win this game tonight to win the area. Sidney Lanier comes into this 4-1. Dothan also has one area loss. They're dealing with an injury tonight with Jalen White, so interested to see how the offense handles that tonight. But I think we're in for a great game.
I think you're exactly right, George. Dothan need to win this game in order to win the region. Right now they're 3-1, and Lanier is 3-1 in the region. So both teams this is a pivotal game for both of these teams. So Dothan will have to re-kick. So any other thoughts, George?
Well, Dothan's been hot lately, and the offense has. The defense has played good the past couple of games. So I think that's just going to be pivotal tonight. Is how good does the defense play?
Yeah, that's exactly right, George. It's going to be all up to our defense tonight. Our offense can put numbers on the board. We all know that. It's going to be up to our defense to see what they can do tonight.
Lanier returns the ball out to the 40-yard line. A big return for Lanier. So they'll be starting in good field position at about their own 40-yard line.
15, Nick Cowden. Brings up a new series of plays. 1st and 10 for the Poets on their own 40-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Lanier from their own 40. We'll try to get you the names of the players. As always, it's a challenge getting the rosters of these teams.
It was a great play right there by the Dothan High defensive line. Number 96 exploded through the line right there and hit the running back right at the line of scrimmage. So a good start here on 1st down.
So it'll be a second and 10. Up the middle, and he's hit as he crosses the 45 out to about the 47-yard line.
Number 5, Moore gets it to 13, Berry stumped by.
That's number 97 there on the stop.
Whitaker, and number 96, Gavin Nugent. He picks up 7 yards. He's 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, guys, this game is definitely going to be won in the trenches tonight.
They go for it on 3rd down, and they are stopped. So that was a big stop for the Dothan Wolves. So it brings up a 4th and about 5, a loss of a couple on the play.
Yeah, that's a great drive right there by Dothan on defense. Just comes out, gets a 3 and out, and now we got Jabri Barber waiting on the punt. He's very explosive, so see if he can turn the field here for Dothan.
So Dothan's back for the punt. It's taken at the 15, and he's dropped at the 16. So Dothan will.
Barber has received the ball. He is stopped by.
So Dothan will be starting on their own 17-yard line. George, can you hear me okay now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. I can't hear myself, and Gavin apparently can't hear us.
Okay. We're trying to work through some technical problems here. Everything worked fine before the game, and, of course, things change.
Them gremlins.
First and 10 for the Wolves. And they go across the 20.
Number 2, Joel Lane.
Dothan usually has a 2-headed monster in the backfield with Tiberius Webb and Jalen White. But as we said in the pregame, White's out with an injury right now, so Webb's going to be the workhorse tonight.
So 2nd and 6. Lane, complete over to number 11, and that's Jalen Faison.
Hold on, there's going to be a discussion here because a Sidney Lanier player came up with the football. Okay, so now they're calling it incomplete.
Pass intended for number 11, Jalen Faison. He fouls incomplete.
That was a great throw right there by Lane, though, on the run. Had a guy across the middle, and unfortunately his receiver couldn't haul it in, but it was a big-time throw right there.
6.
So it brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Wolves. This is Dothan's first possession of the game. Lane he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. Excuse me, that was Jamal Lane. So Dothan goes 3 and out. Lanier went 3 and out, and Dothan goes 3 and out.
Yeah, that was a big stand right there by the Sidney Lanier defense. So we said before, Dothan's very, very explosive on offense. So for them to come out and get a 3 and out on Dothan, it's big.
Punt. And it takes a really good Dothan bounce, and the ball is down inside the 35 at about the 33.
Ball down on the 33-yard line.
8:45 left in the first, no score. Lanier takes over for the second time tonight. They're starting on the 33. Hand the ball off, and he gets it outside. He's got some running room out, but we have a flag at about the 40-yard line. That was number 26 on the carry.
Number 26.
We don't have his number on our roster.
Cam Dawsey with a flag on the play.
It's coming back, though. It's a hold there on Lanier.
Gavin, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, let me bring you up a little bit. All right, Gavin, talk.
Yeah, absolutely. I was down here. I was muted from you guys. You guys didn't want to hear me. I understand. I understand. I've been hearing you guys talk about the way that Dothan's been playing. The first 3 and out that the Dothan defense did was great. And what I was going to say is this game is going to be won in the trenches. Because here's the deal: the Poets do not throw the ball very well, and so they're going to run the ball. So you've got to get people in the box, and you've got to stop that run.
So the 1st and 12, quarterback and the back run into each other, but he gets away and brings the ball across the 35 to about the 36. Gain of 4, brings up a 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6.
Like we mentioned earlier, this is a huge game for both teams. Because right now Eufaula's sitting in that number 1 position because they've won one more game than Dothan. They are 4-1 in conference, and Dothan and Lanier both are 3-1 in conference play. And a good stop that time by the Wolves. Brings up a 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, going back to that record, Mitt, Eufaula actually beat Lanier. That's where their one loss in the region came from. So if Lanier wins this game, Eufaula will win the area. Lanier should get second place because Eufaula holds that tiebreaker.
Right, and Dothan defeated Eufaula earlier this year. So if Dothan wins, that gives them the conference championship. Pass complete, and it's enough for a first down over to number 15. That is Wilson.
Number 5, Moore, passes the ball to number 15.
Dothan really needs this game tonight because it's basically a difference between getting first place or third place in your region. So do you want to go away for your first playoff game, or do you want to have it at home? and Dothan's very strong.
A good stop that time, number 23 for the Wolves. That was Deshaun Robinson on the stop. And number 59 is a little slow getting up. Number 59 is Caleb McDaniel. So timeout on the field, 6:51 left in the first. No score between Dothan and Lanier.
Check 1, 2, check.
Okay, it's 2nd and 10.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, 2nd and 10. The ball just across the 5th in Dothan territory. Pitch back. He's got some running room. And he's hit at the just short of the first down marker. They may give him a first down.
Number 26, Kate Brooks, first ball here. He's stopped by.
So I got an update about Jalen White. They said that he has sprained his ankle. So
sprained ankle?
Yeah, they're hoping that it's just a roll, but they're thinking it's a sprain.
So it's another first down for Lanier. 1st and 10 at the 39 of Dothan. They're finding something on that right-hand side of the field. They are going that way.
Yeah, and that kid's quick.
So a gain of about 6. It brings up 2nd and 4.
You know, if I'm Dothan, I think I load the box up. Like Gavin talked about, Lanier doesn't have much of a throwing game, so, you know, make them beat you through the air.
They run it again, but that time Dothan was ready for them. That was number 9, Montavious Johnson with the stop.
That was a big play right there by Johnson. I mean, he just exploded right through the line.
Third and about 6. 3rd and 6 for Lanier. We'll see if they try to take it to the right side. A screen pass. It's complete, and it should be enough for a first down. They got just enough for a first down. That's number 26 again. So they are passing just enough to keep Dothan honest.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a quick out right there, and he found him wide open in the flat, and now we got a first down for Sidney Lanier. Dothan on their heels a little bit.
This drive started on the Sidney Lanier 33-yard line. They go back to that side again. A low block and a good stop that time by Dothan. And on that stop was number 2, Zay Wimberly. They're getting them in 3rd and long, but they're giving up the big play on 3rd down.
Yeah, they are. And, you know, one thing that Dothan needs to do is continue to do good things on first down. And this drive, they're starting to struggle a little bit on that with that. So
this has been a long drive.
It has.
Flag. Dead ball foul, so that will back Lanier up 5 yards. So instead of 2nd and about 4, it will be 2nd and 9.
Guys, one thing to look at is our defensive line. We got some big guys up there. So what they're doing is they're spreading us out, and they're making it where we're running it around to the sides. And so what that does is it makes it where these big guys have to run further to make the tackle.
Again, around the other end. And he breaks a couple of tackles, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 16, and it will be enough for another Lanier first down. So Lanier is having a lot of success running the ball.
Picks up enough yards for Poets first down. The first hit for Poets at the Wolves 16-yard line.
They're not going to run over me today, man.
Okay. Moore is the quarterback for Lanier. In the backfield with him is number 26. And they give it to 26 again, and he tries to go around, and he's taken down big by number 23 for the Tigers. That's for the Wolves. That's Deshaun Robertson.
Ball carrier, number 26, Dave Brooks, who's stopped by.
So Dothan needs right there. They got to stop him on first down.
And like I said, they've done a good job on first and second down, but they're giving up third and long. They've got to figure out third and long.
And 12.
Second and 12. Moore is the quarterback. He drops back, and he goes long in the end zone, and incomplete. Boy, the defensive back did a good job of knocking the ball away.
Yeah, that was a good. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a good throw right there. Myron Bell just came over and just laid a lick on him.
And that's the way you do it. He separated the receiver from the ball, so it brings up a third and 12. And this is probably 4-down territory. The ball is on the 16-yard line. And incomplete. We talked about Lanier being a running team, but they have come out passing tonight, trying to throw Dothan off balance.
They have. They've had most of their success on the ground, but they're trying to keep Dothan honest by, moving the ball through the air. And just credit the Dothan defense right there, being able to lock them down in coverage.
So now it's a 4th down, and in the backfield is number 13. Also is Barry. They're going to go for it on 4th. This would be a big stop if Dothan can stop them defensively. Man in motion. And he breaks away. And nobody there to get him. And he easily picks up the first down. Wow.
Good heads-up play right there by the quarterback. Dothan only sent their D-line right there. Everybody dropped back in coverage. He got flushed from the pocket, was able to pick it up with his legs on the first down. Nice athletic play.
Wow, a big 3rd and 12, and the quarterback gets the first down on his legs.
That's tough.
The quarterback is Marquavius Moore. So they're able to keep this drive going. 2:52 left in the first. No score between Dothan and Lanier. Okay, Lanier keeps that drive going. Handoffs and up the middle, and he goes forward to about the 3-yard line.
One thing to note right now, Mid, is Dothan's offense has only been on the field one time. Lanier has controlled this clock so far this game.
Yeah, you're right, George. The one way to stop that potent Dothan Wolves offense is to keep them off the field.
And Lanier's done a good job, and Dothan, they've got to do a better job on 3rd down. They have given up 3rd and long every time. Number 13 powers his way into the end zone from 4 yards out. Number 13 is Barry. So, that big 4th down, 4th and 12, where Moore got the first down, leads to a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a pivotal play of this drive. I mean, Dothan had them on their heels, and quarterback just made a play, and it led to a touchdown.
Maybe this would be a wake-up call for Dothan.
Their offense is definitely rested, so.
But you don't want to get your defense tired, especially a running team.
Right. I'd like to see Dothan come out and run the ball, keep their defense off the field for a little while.
Extra point up. And good. So Lanier goes up 7-0 with 2:13 left in the first. So Lanier puts together a 67-yard drive, and it was capped off with a 4-yard TD run by Barry. And Dothan gave up. They had him in 3rd and long that entire drive, and they had them in 4th and 12 and gave up the first down, which led to the touchdown. Dothan takes it on about the 13-yard line and return out to the 33. That was Jalen Faison on the return. So we'll see if Dothan can get some momentum going. They were kind of a little sluggish that first drive.
They were. You know, I mean, they only got 3 plays in. The Lanier offense came, or defense rather, you know, hit them in the mouth when they tried to run the ball. And that's what Dothan needs to try to do tonight is run the ball. They're without one of their ball carriers. So hopefully they can get something going here.
But Webb, he's a very potent runner.
Oh, he is.
And he has a lot of speed. And Lane, the quarterback, is also fast, and he's a good runner too. There we go. Webb cuts back to the middle, and he takes it up to the 45, a gain of about 12 on first down.
And that was a very nice run right there by Webb. He was very patient, let his block set up. A lot of times he just hits the hole really fast, and he's got usually pretty big holes to run through, so he's able to just go ahead and, you know, run as fast as he can. But right there, he let his block set up, got a nice 12-yard gain, and, you know, big gain on first down.
1st and 10 from the 44. Lane keeps it. He's got some running room across the 50. And he gets up to just shy of the 35.
And that's something that Lane needs to do tonight. Last week we saw it with him. He's got a lot of speed. He's really good out in the open field. So with White being out tonight, I'd like to see Coach Grider get him in the open field running the ball like that.
Yeah, George, unfortunately, he came up limping here, and he's not really feeling too great right now, it looks like. So I hope he's going to be all right.
An empty backfield with Lane. Webb is split to the right. Slant complete over to Jabri Barber for the first down.
I'll tell you, that was a big-time throw right there. I mean, Barber had a guy right there on his backside. Lane threw it a little high, you know, where Barber could get to it. And that's credit Barber there, too, with his hands. You know, catches the ball away from his body. And another first down here for Dothan.
So Dothan has 1st and 10, the ball at the 25-yard line. This drive started on their own 33. .43 seconds left in the first.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Offside against Lanier, so that will advance the ball 5 yards for the Wolves.
That brings up a first down and 5.
So it'll be a 1st and 5. This is looking more like the Dothan team we are used to seeing.
This is big. What can they do in the red zone here?
They give it to Webb. He finds the hole, and boy, he takes it down to the 10, and it's another first down for the Wolves.
Great play call right there. You know, another first down on a first down for Dothan. I mean, they're having a very quick drive right here. I don't think they've gotten to second down yet. So they're just doing everything they need to do.
Yeah, that may be the end. We'll see if they go for another play before the end of the quarter.
23 in the game now to run the ball for Dothan, and they do take another play.
And Remy, he takes it down inside the 5. And it's close to another Dothan first down, and that will be the last play of the first. So we've come to the end of one, and the score is Lanier 7, Dothan nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to Ripley Stadium, where the Dothan Tigers are hosting, Dothan Wolves are hosting the Cindy Lanier Poets. I'm Mick Kirkland with Gavin Thomas and George Willard. And Gavin, you were saying something during the break.
Yeah, it's really important to think about this, and we see this a lot in college where the offense goes really fast, and it can be a really good thing, which there you go, there's a touchdown, and that really shows the fast, pace offense, but you can't be too fast. You've got to keep a balance because you've got to make sure that your defense has rest. I know you want the points on the board, but you've also got to put that defense back on the field for the next possession, and you have to make sure that they're ready to do that.
And Webb gets yet another touchdown. That was a 67-yard drive. Dothan answered Carver's 67-yard drive with the touchdown drive of their own.
And Sidney Lanier, they scored, after a 10-minute drive. Dothan right there scores after 3 minutes. That's one thing we've seen about them. They've been very explosive.
Actually, it wasn't 3 minutes. It was 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Oh, okay, yeah. So most of their touchdowns come under 3 minutes. So
yeah, but that offense, they were sitting there, and we were talking about it a little bit about how they came out here the first time and they didn't do anything with the ball. They sat there for a good 11 minutes thinking, hey, we got to get back on the field. We got to score. We got to score. We got to score. Finally, they came back on the field. They did what they were supposed to do. Now it's the defense's turn.
Right, the defense got to come. They played good the first 2 downs. They would get Lanier in 3rd and long, and they would give up their first down. And on the drive that Lanier scored on, they had Lanier with the 4th and 12 and gave up a first down that moved the ball inside the 5-yard line, and it put Lanier in scoring position, and they took it in from 4 yards out on a run by Berry. So Dothan answers a touchdown with a touchdown. And it's taken at about the 26. Great field position up to near midfield. So Lanier will be starting at their own 48. So it's a short field for Lanier. Moore is the quarterback for Lanier. In the backfield with him is number 13, Berry, who had a touchdown earlier. They hand it off to Berry, and he fumbles the ball. And he gets back on it, but he loses about 5 yards. Matter of fact, he lost
5.
Yeah, about 5.
That was a good play by the defense. Sometimes you don't even have to tackle the offense. It's just putting pressure on them, and I think that's what we have to do a better job of, is just getting pressure in the middle and driving those offensive linemen back.
Lanier's had success running the ball on the outside. And they go to the outside again. And a good stop that time.
That was a nice big hit right there, too, by number 17.
Yeah, number 17 for Dothan is Elijah Swain. He's been very active this year.
He has, and he's laid some big hits this year, too. So, credit Dothan's defense right there, too. Lanier hands it off to their running back. We've seen how good he is so far tonight, and credit Dothan just to be able to stop him right there.
That was a loss of 3, so it makes it a 3rd and 18. We've got to stop him on his 3rd down. We'll see if they try to hit with a quick pass. Man in motion. Delay of game against Lanier. So that would back them up 5 more yards, so it'll be 3rd and 23. The ball back on the just across the 35-yard line.
Guys, I got an update on Jamal Lane. He came up with Gimpy on that one play, and he is now his right foot, I believe, is taped up. So that's something to look at tonight. We're already down Jalen White, and now Lane has got a taped up ankle.
And a sack by the Wolves. Big number 29 in on the sack, Don McLeod with the big sack. And McLeod is one of the leaders for sacks for this Dothan team.
Yeah, he's had a really good year. He's been very disruptive, and Dothan did what they needed to right there, stopped him on a 3rd and long, and hopefully Jabri Barber here will be able to set them up with good field position.
And a shout out to his mom and dad, Geraldine and Don McLeod Sr., good friends of mine. During basketball season, Don Sr. helped us call some basketball games.
I thought so. I saw him a few weeks ago.
The ball is taken by Barber at the 40. So Carver punts. And that was a great defensive stand by the Dothan Wolves that time.
It really was. The defensive line has showed up tonight. They've been very disruptive so far, but then you got to credit the secondary right there too, because on 2nd down you got number 17 that comes up and lays a big hit right there, a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it seems like they finally got their traction here on defense and send their offense, in good position. And
Lanier started their drive on their own 48-yard line, so Dothan backed them up and had them in a 4th and long. So a great defensive stand for the Wolves. We'll see if Dothan can put together another drive. And they give it to Webb. And he goes to the outside. He gets up to the 50-yard line. It should be enough for a Dothan first down. He is so elusive.
He is, but one thing that he's doing tonight that we haven't seen him do a whole lot this year is he's just being very, very patient. A lot of times he just hits that straight line speed. He takes off really quick, and it's been very effective this year. But tonight he's letting his block set up, and he's gaining a few extra yards from doing it. He's being a very smart runner.
And the thing about Webb, once he gets through that first line of defense, he can take it.
Oh yeah, once he gets to that 2nd and 3rd level, you're not catching him.
Lane in a spin move, but nowhere to go that time for Webb. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it brings up a 2nd and 10.
Number 3, Tobias Webb.
Yeah, guys, we keep talking about these running backs that are running the ball really, really well for Dothan Wolves. I've been watching the offensive line here the past couple of plays, and what you're seeing is a lot of pulling. They're pulling the left guard, they're pulling the right guard, making sure to block these defensive linemen. It's just something to watch for the rest of the night.
That time, Lane underthrew his intended receiver, Faison.
That's something you don't see very often, Lane underthrowing a receiver, because he's got a big arm.
So it brings up a 3rd and 10. This is a big 3rd down play for the Wolves. 9:09 left in the first half. We're tied at 7 apiece. Screen pass, and it's caught by Webb. He gets the first down and more. He takes it inside the 35 down to about the 33.
It's a great play call right there. The defense had their ears pinned back, and Dothan just caught them off guard right there with a screen, and Webb with another big first down.
That was a gain of about 13. They give it to Webb, and he tries to pick his way through the line. He picks up a couple of yards.
Number 3, Tobias Webb, ball carrier. They stopped by number 90.
He gets a yard. It brings up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up the 2nd down and 8.
They've got to get Jabri Barber involved in this game. That's something they haven't so far.
Yeah, I think he's only got 2 touches on offense. He had that little end around in the first quarter, and then he caught that slant early in the second quarter. And but I agree. You just want to get him in your playmaker's hands. Oh, no.
Well, they tried.
Yeah.
And a fumble, and Dothan recovers it, but they lose about 7 yards. So the ball's back at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, those are drive killers right there.
Yeah, those are. A 3rd and about 17. I think if they get it to about the 30, they will go for it on 4th down. Intercepted. And he could go.
He's got a lot of room.
Wow. And the ball is returned inside the 15. That drive just kind of fell apart.
It did. I mean, that's just two bad plays there back to back. And, Dothan got lucky on the play before that with the fumble. But I think now, with what just happened, I think they'd rather the fumble get recovered where it did than give up a big interception return like that.
So Lanier is deep in Dothan territory. They're inside the 15 at about the 13-yard line. Boy, you can't afford to make mistakes like that. Ball handed off to number 26. He takes it inside the 10.
Ball carrier number 26, Jake Brooks. He stopped by number 96, Gavin Cruz.
So it's a second and about 4, gain of 6.
Brings up second down and 3.
They'll probably give it to him again. And it's going to come to the right side. Well, I didn't call that one right, but because that was the weak side, I thought they would try to do it that way. And it's going to be close to a first down. And if it is a first, it'll be first and goal. It's short by a yard, so it's 3rd and 1. This is a big play. And I think he may have got enough of a push to get the first down.
Yeah, that's going to be a first down, guys. But the biggest thing that I've seen this first quarter and second quarter is, man, there's no energy. In the past couple of games here at home, this Wolves crowd, this Wolves team has been up. I mean, I know this is probably the closest we've been in a second quarter in a long time. So, we understand that. But, gosh, man, you got to have some energy. Get this defense going.
They hand it off to number 13, Berry, and he takes it in for his second touchdown of the game from 4 yards out. So Lanier converts on the Dothan interception, converts it to a touchdown. And we have not seen Dothan down like this, not at home.
No, they've been very tough to beat at home. I mean, they're undefeated right now, so.
And they got in that 3rd and long on the miscue before. And, when you make a mistake, a lot of times they just come back to haunt you. You make one, then you make another. After point is good. So the score is Lanier 14, Dothan nothing.
With 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter play, the score.
So the score, they missed the extra point, so the score is 13-7. 13 for Lanier, 7 for Dothan. Thanks for correcting me on that, Gavin. The ball is taken by Barber on the 15. And he gets across the 35. And he's going to be stopped shy of the 40.
Barber is the ball carrier. He's stopped by number 15, Jacoy Wilson. The first and 10 for the Wolves.
That was a return of about 22.
First and 10 for the Wolves at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 from the 37.
I continue to stress this, guys, but it really is an important piece to this game. I mean, we're a game away from hosting the playoffs, and you can hear a pin drop in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got to have a big play to get this crowd back in it.
You say the band's quiet and everything. That hasn't happened that much at a Dothan game.
No, it doesn't. So up to about the 40, a gain of about
number 3,
4.
Ball carrier. He's stopped by.
So to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Number 2, Michael Artis.
We talked about Barber, and they tried to hand him the ball, and it was a mishandled handoff. I don't think Lane could decide whether he wanted to keep it or give it to Barber. And that time Webb is tackled for a loss. So it's a third down. 3rd and 8 now.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of number 2 is for the Lanier, but he has been everywhere on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, he is a tackling machine.
Michael Artist.
Brings up the 3rd down, 8.
3rd and 8. Dothan needs this first down, but don't force anything. That turnover really is the difference in this game right now. Just under 5 minutes left. And it's picked off again. Incomplete. They call it incomplete. Wow. Boy.
Yeah, thank goodness that was an incomplete pass. I did see it. It definitely hit the ground, but that's twice now it's been really close to being intercepted, and they've called it incomplete. They're still talking about it here, and they may overturn this. I'm not really sure, but here's the deal. Every time that I've seen Jamal Lane drop back to pass the ball, he's thinking about it too much. He's not just letting it fly. You see that, George?
Yeah, ever since he got that, he tweaked, I guess, his hamstring in early in the second quarter. He's not really looked the same. He's been underthrowing players, and you saw the interception, last drive, and then this pass right here. I don't know. He's not himself right now.
They're talking about it. So you saw the ball hit the ground, Gavin?
I definitely felt like it hit the ground. That's what I could see out of my own eyes. I have glasses, so I hope that helps. But they're going to call it an interception.
Interception. So 2 straight turnovers by Dothan, and that's something. The games that they've lost, they have committed a lot of turnovers. So they are just giving Lanier all kinds of opportunities.
They're coming out flat tonight. At least the offense is. The defense has done their part so far, but the offense, for the most part, they just haven't been clicking like usual.
So Dothan needs to come up with a turnover of their own here. They need to force a turnover. They can't afford to give up another score here in the first half, because Lanier's been eating up a lot of time on their drives. Give it to number 26, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. And on that tackle was number 7 and number 9. Number 7 is Preston Whitaker. Number 9 is Montavious Johnson. So gain of 1, 2nd and 9. They give it to number 26 again, and he goes to the outside, and he's close to a first down.
Number 26, Dave Brooks is the ball carrier.
It's going to be about a yard short, so it brings up a 3rd and 1. Well, this game is not going anything like I thought it would be going.
No, I'm with you there, Mitt. I thought Dothan would come out and kind of handle him.
Second effort may have gotten the first down.
I don't know. That one line judge looks a little short. I don't know if they're giving it to him.
They'll go for it.
Oh, yeah.
As I tell you, we got some frustrated Wolves fans down here after that interception. I know it's really frustrating as a fan because you do not have replay. And we get really spoiled when we watch on college football on Saturdays because we can see that slow-mo replay really well. But me on the sideline here, I've got WTVY down here, and I was looking at his footage there, and that was absolutely incomplete.
Really?
Really?
It was as clear as day.
4th and 1. First down.
That's tough right there. That's not what you need. Not what you need.
No, you don't need a penalty. You don't need to give them anything. So we're down to 3:17 left. Carver's started on the Dothan 45 after the second consecutive interception. Well, Dothan, let's see. Dothan is fumbled. Let's see. Where am I? That was an interception, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know why I put fumble. That was an interception. They hand it off to number 26, and he's met. And he stopped shy of the 30.
Yeah, you guys were talking about it a little bit earlier, but we got to make sure that we keep our composure here. We don't need to make any boneheaded mistakes with penalties. It's getting a little chippy down here. They know what the stakes are.
Yeah, and I think Dothan's really frustrated right now, and that plays into things. And like you said, they just need to be disciplined.
They need to get out of the half without giving up another score.
Right.
Dothan will have the ball first in the second half. Carver wants a timeout, so with 2:16 left in the first, the score is Carver 13, Dothan 7. So it'll be a 2nd and 8. Dothan need a big defensive play here. They need a play for a loss. Pass complete. And instead of tackling the man, he tries to strip him, and it's a touchdown. A 32-yard touchdown. He was trying to strip the ball instead of tackling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, you know, Dothan had a 2nd and 8 there, and Lanier, they threw the ball, and it was just kind of some lazy tackling right there on Dothan's part.
Right. He was trying to strip the ball. Don't worry about stripping, just take him down. He had his arms. He could have taken him down. But
that's right.
Also, guys, that was another controversial call right there. Grider's, talking to the ref now, telling them that the tight end that caught the ball was covered up. So it's really interesting how this game is being called at this moment.
So the extra point was blocked. So with 2:07 left in the first half, the score is Lanier 19, Dothan 7. So 13 points. Well, actually 12 points off 2 Dothan turnovers. 2 Dothan interceptions by Lanier. So we're down to 2:07 left, and Dothan's got to do something here. We know they can put together their only touchdown. Only took, I think it was 2 minutes and 18 seconds. And it's taken at the 15. And it's returned. That's Zay Macon on the return.
This is a big drive here for Dothan. They've been flat on offense. They got 2 minutes. We know they can score quick, and they get the ball back after the half. If they can put some points on the board right here, preferably a touchdown, they'll be in good shape, especially going into the second half with the momentum.
So Dothan starting on their own 28, and they're trailing 19-7. They're trailing by 12, and all 12 point. The 12-point lead came off 2 turnovers. Webb takes it across the 30.
We got their big-time tackler down, number 2.
Gain of 5.
Number 3.
He's going to have to leave, probably.
Number 75 and number 2, Michael Arthur.
Yeah, they're making him leave the field now.
Dothan have all of their timeouts left. They have 3 timeouts left.
Second and 6.
That's good since they decided to run the ball right there.
2nd and 6. Lane. You give it to Webb. Webb cuts back to the middle, and he gets across the 35. And Dothan's going to keep going. Thought they would call a timeout here. So it's a 3rd and 1. I think I would have called a timeout. A lot of time has.
That's what they're complaining about right now.
3rd down and 1.
At least I thought so. I don't know. They just called the referee over to the sidelines. He stopped the clock for him. So
it wasn't a first down, but was there an injury on that play?
I believe so.
Yeah, it should have stopped for the injury. They put there's a minute 22 on the clock.
Yeah, they put a couple of minutes on the clock because of the injury timeout.
Webb gets the first down, and down to up to the 45.
Ball carried to the 3, Bryant Webb.
So it's a 1st and 10. The ball just shy of the 45.
You gotta make sure if you're the Wolves here, when you make that first down, keeps going.
Over to Barber, and he goes forward. And Dothan needs a timeout.
That was a big hit right there. Yeah, finally they take one.
Wow. So a gain of 2. So it's a 2nd and 8, 56 seconds left in the half. And Dothan has done a good job of protecting the ball in the past, but if you look at the games that they lost, turnovers was a major cause of them losing the games.
That's right. And, you know, the other thing is, too, is they've been really good in those games of taking the ball away, but we haven't seen that tonight. You know, there has been no I don't know. I mean, they look flat right now. The defensive line's been looking good, but everybody else has just been kind of flat.
Yeah, you're right, George. A little lackadaisical on both sides,
yeah.
Whether it be offense or defense.
So 2nd and 8. Dothan still has 2 timeouts left. I don't know if Lane was staring down the receivers because of both of those interceptions. And he throws very few interceptions. Ball goes to Webb. He goes out of bounds after a short gain. Ball's up to midfield. 3rd and about 4. We'll say 3rd and 5. That took about 2 seconds.
Offsides right there.
So that should advance the ball 5 yards for Dothan. So that should be enough for a first down. If not, very close.
Yeah, it's offsides.
And that should be a first down. It should be. They're going to measure. From here, let's see where the ball is spotted. It's spotted on the inside of the 46. I'll tell you, Dothan missed White tonight.
Yeah, they really have. They've had that great 1-2 punch, but tonight they don't have it. Lane hasn't really been able to get anything going running the ball.
They said it's 3rd and inches.
Yeah, guys, I was going to hit on that just a little bit here. I'm standing right beside Jalen White here, and, I mean, just when he's on the field, it's just different. I mean, he's got the speed. He's got so much more speed. It feels like that we're just in sinking sand out here in the offense.
So they decide to stay in the shotgun instead of taking the snap under center. And it's caught by Jabri Barber for the first down inside the 30-yard line.
That's what they need to do. They need to start getting the ball in that man's hands right there. He's the playmaker.
We talked about that earlier, George. You definitely want to get – there's a flag.
There is a flag.
Nearly 20.
It's going to be on number 6 for the Poets. So this is going to be either declined or accepted, but it's definitely on the Poets.
Wonder if it was after the play.
It might have been. You're right. It is after the play.
So that should move the ball up another 15 yards.
That's big right there.
That's huge. And I think completing that pass to Barber will get Lane some of his confidence back.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, it was a great pass right down Broadway. Really, I mean, the post route. Those throws have been there all night. He just hasn't hit them. Like Jordan's talking about, he's just throwing it a little short every time.
1st and 10, the ball just inside it's at about the 19-yard line. Lane in the backfield by himself. And wide open, he threw it low.
He wants that one back.
Yeah, he was trying to hit Webb crossing.
Brings up 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. 39 seconds left in the first half. Dothan trailing 19-7 is the score. And 12 of those points were off 2 Dothan interceptions. Lane takes it down to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Dothan.
Nice play right there. And they're on the 1-yard line. They got 30 seconds right here so they can bleed some time off. That way the Poets don't get the ball back before the half.
They bring in number 23, Ramey, in.
They're bringing in the big uglies, guys.
That's right.
1st and goal.
Oh, he fumbled.
He fumbles the ball on the 1-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Man. Dothan is just giving this game away.
Guys, I'll tell you what, though. Yeah, he fumbled, but to get back up and to make that tackle right there at the end of that, I mean, there's 9 seconds left. If he runs that in for a touchdown, he pretty much gave the game away. And so getting back up and making that tackle could be the play of the game, honestly.
Yeah, that was big right there by Jabri Barber, not giving up on the play and hawking that guy down.
I mean, George, how many times have we seen somebody fumble the ball and they just let it go?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we just gave away 7 points.
We did.
We just gave away 7 points,
Yep.
which would have made the score 14-19.
We would have had the momentum back. We got the ball back at the start of the second half. I mean, Dothan's just snake bit right now.
You can ask Tennessee and Jarrett Gantano how that feels.
Oh, yeah. And that was kind of a similar play.
They take a knee, so we've come to the end of the first. Well, okay, we've come to the end of the first half, and the score is Lanier 19, Dothan 7. We'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Jamie is also the band director for the Dothan High School Band. Cameron Barnett. Cameron has been escorted by parents Fred and Beth Barquette. Deloney Benjamin. Deloney is being escorted by parents Deshaun and Shelley Benjamin. Elijah Brown. Elijah has been escorted by Quinora Gilford and Stacy Brown. Tilly Dombrowski. Tilly's been escorted by parents Gary and Terry Dombrowski. Miracle Dozier. Miracle is being escorted by her mom, Vanilla Mallard. Joshua Golden. Joshua has been escorted by his parents, Chris and Ruth Golden. Joshua Golden being escorted by his parents, Chris and Ruth Golden. Tayshawn Graham. Tay has been escorted by his mother, Tiara Graham. Montrell Hayes. Montrell is being escorted by Priscilla Wilson and Fred Wilson. Morgan Hogans. Morgan is being escorted by parents Donald and Hewlett Hogans. Amaya Hudson. Amaya is being escorted by her mother, Rakia Hudson. Riley Heidel. Riley is being escorted by parents Kevin and Stacy Yelverton. Allison Jackson. Allison is being escorted by parents Jonathan and Paulette Jackson. Ryland Jolly. Ryland is being escorted by parents Robert and Tracy Jolly. Zaria Lampkin. Zaria has been escorted by her mother, Jerry Harvey, and her brother, Pierre Harvey. Adrian Lewis. Adrian is being escorted by his mother, Jennifer Lewis. Shakaria Marsh. Shakaria is being escorted by parents, Philip and Peggy Marsh. Lillian Messenger. Lillian is escorted by her parents, Dan and Victoria Messenger. Journey Oden. Journey is being escorted by Geneva Mitchell and James Taylor. Owen Riley. Owen has been escorted by his parents, Sean and Gina Riley. Matthew Rowell. Matthew has been escorted by his mom, Deidre Gary. Logan Shorter. Logan has been escorted by her parents, Lincoln and Crystal Shorter. Lanaya Thomas. Lanaya has been escorted by her mother, Dion Kelly, and her father, Staran Thomas. Jessica Turner. Jessica is being escorted by her mother, Zachariah Tunstall. Ella Wiggins. Ella is being escorted by her parents, Willie and Gwen Wiggins. Serena Williams. Serena is being escorted by her mom, Sadie Alexander. Lauren Woodham. Lauren has been escorted by her parents, Spencer and Erin Woodham. Now for our senior ROTC cadets. Cadet Staff Sergeant Brianna Addison, being escorted by Mr. and Mrs. Anthony and Katira Addison. Corporal Calissa Azareo, being escorted by Mariko Valerie and Mrs. Kalia Valerie. Corporal Natasha Bishop is escorted by Mrs. Janice Bishop. Lieutenant Morgan Carroll. Cadet Lieutenant Morgan Carroll is escorted by Mr. Bernard Carroll. Master Sergeant Jeremy Jones is being escorted by Mrs. Becky Jones. Sergeant Kiesha Kennedy is escorted by Lativa Kennedy and Pave Kennedy. Sergeant First Class Tyler Mann is being escorted by Stephen Mann and Dana Mann. Corporal Casey Salinas McLean is escorted by Mr. Marvin and Tanya Lindsay. Major Deja Milton is being escorted by Tracy and Felicia Milton. Sergeant Tierra Moore is being escorted by Ms. Angela Turner. Corporal Arena Scott is being escorted by her mother, Mrs. Felicia Berry. Corporal Kendaria Stewart is being escorted by Mrs. Ashley Johnson. Command Sergeant Major Nicholas Swanlaw is escorted by Mrs. Amanda Walden. Let's give all of our seniors a big round of applause. And now, the Dothan High School Pride of the Wolfpack presents A Pirate's Revenge.
It was by order of the King of England. The Royal Navy came and destroyed what we called home. But they will pay. It's a pirate's life for me now. And I live for one thing and one thing only.
Assistant Band Director is Travis Adams. Percussion Instructor Marcus Jordan. Auxiliary
Hello and welcome back to Rip Stadium, where the Dothan Wolves are hosting the Lanier Poets. I'm Mick Kirkland with George Willard and Gavin Thomas. And Gavin, the first half was not what we're used to seeing the Wolves look like.
No, absolutely not. And one thing to mention here is that Dothan High has lost 2 games this season, and the 2 games that they've lost were, oh my Lord, and here's another mistake it looks like. Oh gosh,
wow.
guys.
Well, what you were about to say, 4 turnovers.
Yeah, exactly. Turnovers was my whole theme of that was turnovers, and that's what I was talking about. Park Crossing, we had 4 turnovers and we lost the game. And Clay Chalkville, the other loss we have, 4 turnovers and we lost the game. And what is that? Was that number 4?
That was turnover number 4. 2 interceptions. A fumble at the goal line going into the score, and then a fumble. Their last 2 possessions, they have fumbled the ball. And they had 2 interceptions in a row earlier. So this Dothan team is kind of imploded tonight, and I was expecting them to come out and put together a drive, a scoring drive, but doesn't look like it. Not on the first. And a good hit that time by the Wolves. In on that stop was number 23, Deshaun Robertson. So Lanier started on the Dothan 30. That's not the way you want to end a half, and it's definitely not the way you want to start the next half.
No, man, we were talking about in the break how we needed to get this offensive and we needed to drop the ball down the field and we need to score so we can go ahead and just get in this game. But, man, this is rough.
The direction they're going to go to the left on this. They're going to the weak side.
They're going to call a timeout. I don't think they realized that Dothan knew what they were doing.
Yeah, so it's a 2nd and 8. Timeout on the field, 10:57 left. In the third, the score is Lanier 19, Dothan 7. 2nd and 8 for the Poets. They have, Dothan has been in some good positions and they have not executed. Defensively, they have not executed. They would get them in 3rd and long, and they had them in 4th and long, and they gave up a 4th and long, and it turned to a touchdown. And that time the quarterback keeps it, and he goes up the middle. That's Quavius Moore is the quarterback.
Dothan got good pressure right there. They forced him out of the pocket, but he was just able to keep his head. Got about 5 yards right there. So
it's a 3rd and 2. This is a huge 3rd down. Huge. Carver's taking. Carver. Lanier's taking a lot of time off the clock. They're going to use as much of the play clock as they can. Good stop. Good stop. Good pursuit that time by Cam Dawsey. And a loss of a couple of yards. Brings up a 4th and about 4. And they'll go for it. Because they definitely don't have a kicking game.
Defense did a great job of stretching the play out there. When the offense runs from one side of the boundary to the other side of the boundary, the defense, especially the linebackers, have to stretch that ball out and get it on the outside.
Sound like the crowd is trying to come alive here. If they can make a stop here, I think this could turn the momentum of this game. He fumbles.
Wow, big play.
And big play. It was 4th down, so even though it was recovered by Lanier, it was 4th down, so it's Dothan's ball. They needed a big play, and you heard the crowd start getting into it then.
Yeah, that's a big play for the defense right there. I mean, Dothan needed it bad. Got the momentum back. The crowd's behind them now, so they need to march on down here and score.
That's right, guys. We haven't really heard much from the crowd, and you heard that crowd, a little bit of a roar out of the crowd, which was really nice, and then the defense does something like that. So I'd really like to get this crowd more involved than what they have been tonight.
The most important thing Dothan can do now is
turn the ball over.
No, ball security is the most important thing. Go Webb, and he's dragged down at the gain of about 5.
Ball carried, number 3.
So a good gain on first down. George, what do you think Dothan need to do here?
I think you hit on it. They just need to control the ball. I mean, when they protected it the last drive, they got all the way down to the 1-yard line, and then they fumbled, you know. So they started to get something going on offense, but then they just got in their own way. So I think they just need to be calm here and just try to get the running game going and control the football.
That was incomplete. He was trying to hit. I think that was a mix-up on the receiver and Lane. Bob and Lane were not on the same page.
Yeah, they're not happy with number 6 here. He's got some pumping. He's really all night. He's been bumping run coverage over here on Jabir Barber. It looks like their best secondary player on the best offensive player we have.
3rd and 5. Webb takes it, and he makes it across the 50, down to the 48-48. Dothan first down.
Starting to energize this crowd a little bit with plays like that. Just little by little.
That was a huge 3rd down play. We know Dothan's capable. They've just got to get the head in the game. Head is what causes turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
And another good run by Lane.
Yeah, guys, what I'm seeing here is the offensive line's doing a really great job of opening up holes for our running backs to come through. And we've already talked about a little bit about number 3, Webb, is doing a good job of getting to and being patient and getting to the hole. But what they're doing is you're getting to that, the offensive line's not getting to the second level. And those linebackers are coming in and really getting us. So really watch for play action. That's what I would do in this situation.
A gain of 6, 2nd and 4. Webb follows his blockers, and he picks up another first down, down to about the 36-yard line. This drive started on the Dothan 40. 8.5 minutes left in the 3rd. Webb in the backfield with Lane, the quarterback. He gives it to Webb, and he's tripped up from behind. A good defensive play that time. From number 2, Michael Artis, excuse me. Michael Artis. A loss of 2, brings up a 2nd and 12. Bob in motion. Oh, and Lane keeps it, and he's going to take it. Jamal Lane, touchdown from 37 yards out. That's the Dothan team we know.
That's right. And, you know, we talked about it in the first half. Jamal Lane needed to start to get something going with his feet since they only got one running back there. And he did right there. And we see how explosive he is once he gets into the open field. He got hit at the second level, bounced off that tackle, and takes it in for the score. Nice play.
And if the Dothan runners can get to that second level, they can take it to the house.
Oh, they got a lot of speed. A lot of speed.
Yeah, guys, that was a really good zone read there. He pulled it, which he kind of tricks you. Man, I heard you saying Jabri Barber around the outside. What a great play by Lane to keep that, to see that. What you're looking for if you're a quarterback is you're watching that defensive end. If that defensive end comes in on you, you're gonna let him go around outside. If you're not, if that defensive end sits, you're gonna make sure you keep that ball and you're running up the middle. And that was a great play by Lane.
And you think about it, if Dothan hadn't turned the ball over at the goal line, they would be leading 21-19. Yeah, so they've given up 12 points off turnovers, and so now they seem to be getting it together. They needed that drive. They didn't get it on the first possession. They fumbled the ball, but the defense came out and did an outstanding job, and so the offense had to match that job. and they came out and put together a 67-yard drive. Excuse me, a 60-yard drive.
That's right, man. But sometimes it takes a really big defensive stand, get their offense ready and back on the field to doing their thing.
So we're set for the kickoff after the touchdown. And it's booted. And it goes.
Oh, no.
Did it go out of bounds?
It did.
Yes, so it will come out to the 35. It almost went into the end zone.
It went out of the 1-yard line.
It's tough.
So Lanier will be starting at their own 35. They're leading 19-14, 7:44 left in the third. We'll see if Dothan can come out defensively and try to get a 3 and out. That would be huge. Dothan has been scoring most of their games. They scored over 40 points a game. The 2 games they lost, they scored 14 on one. And they scored 27 the other game. So they're very capable of scoring. That was a good first down run that time by Moore. Second and 4. Need a big stop here, pitch back. And we have a flag in the backfield. We could have a holding call. Flag at the 40.
It's going to be something on a block because there was a low block thrown right there. So I don't know if it's going to be a personal foul.
Block.
Yep.
Yep, you called it, George. So that will move the ball back.
You know, we talked a lot about Dothan making a lot of mistakes, and what we haven't seen from the Poets is a lot of mistakes. So, you know, putting them in a situation where they do make a mistake like this is really good for the Dothan Wolves. Backing them up like this is great.
So it brings up 2nd and 19. So the defense need to make a play here. They got them going in the right direction. Moore drops back. And it's complete. And it's the first down. Dothan gave up a 2nd and 19 for a first down. They almost got to the quarterback, but he did a good job. Moore did a good job of finding an open receiver and connecting.
Number 9, Jacoby Armstrong is stopped by number 11.
So that was a huge play for Lanier to keep possession of the ball.
Here
we go.
Big stop. Big hit. Wow. You know, let's start with big number 44 for Dothan, Jamel Jordan Harris.
Dothan's doing a good job so far this half of shutting the run down. That was one thing that was killing them in the first half.
So loss of 4, it brings up a 2nd and 14. We're over halfway through the third. Moore drops back and he takes off. And he's hit. And after a gain of about 9, so it brings up a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, it looks like the game plan of the Poets right now is they're showing they're seeing that Dothan is playing man, and so what they're doing is they're waiting for those Dothan high guys, the defensive backs, to turn their back and run toward the receiver. And when they do that, number 5, the quarterback, just has a free run and runs as much as he can.
This is a huge 3rd down. If Dothan can make a stop here and get the ball back, he's going to be short of the first down. About a yard, and I imagine they will go for it. I think they're going to keep the offense out on the field.
Yeah, we haven't seen them really kick the ball tonight, so.
4th and 2.
I don't know, guys. This might be a punt.
Well, they're setting up for a punt.
I was going to say.
I would look for a fake.
You could pin Dothan back right here. That'd probably be the best idea for the Poets.
Mid's good about calling fake punts now. So.
Hey, I always look for a fake punt. See what I said? But it's incomplete. Did I call it, guys?
I know.
You called it. I'm just glad that whoever that was couldn't throw.
And I think that was a little predictable on Lanier's part. You know, they had the offense out there for a long time, and they sent the kicking team in there, but it just seemed like they weren't really.
They were definitely indecisive. I think that's the word you're looking for.
Thank you, Gavin. That's the word I'm looking for. You know, they're very indecisive right there, and I mean, credit Dothan. That's another stop, and I'll tell you what, if Dothan can score on this drive, we'll see them take the lead. And going back to the first half, Lanier missed those 2 extra points, and that's turned out to be kind of big right now.
Webb dropped the ball, didn't he?
No, he's hurt.
He's down.
Oh, no. That's the last thing we need is another injury.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and guys, you all know if you watch sports, any injury that you get with it not being a tackle, when it's an injury when you haven't hit.
Yeah, that was a non-contact injury there.
Yeah,
I hope it's just a Charlie horse.
I think it might be.
I hope that's all it is.
Yeah, because as soon as he got the handoff, he started limping and immediately went down. So I think it just might be a cramp right here because they're stretching him out. So
let's hope that's all it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is definitely not what Dothan needs. I mean, like we've talked about, Jalen White is out. So who do you turn to? Do you turn to Barber?
Well, you can do Barber, or you can put Ramy in. You know, he's a good runner. He can get yards. He
had 1 carry tonight, so far, but he picked up about 9 yards, so he's very capable.
Yes, he is. So, Dothan, I would say they have 3 pretty good 3 deep. He doesn't have the speed of White or Webb, but he has the power.
That's right. And, sometimes that's effective. If you can just pick up 3 or 4 yards every time you get the ball, that's good.
Yeah, so 4:02 left in the third. Lanier leads it 19-14. So Webb leads the game. And in the backfield by himself is Lane. Man in motion. And Lane keeps it. And he's got some running room. He can get a block. He can get some more yards. And he takes it to about the 50. They're going to give him the 49. So it'll be 3rd and 6.
That was a great run by Lane, but what I'd really love to see him do there is slide.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of injuries right now. We don't need him getting injured.
Well, Dothan has some momentum going. Incomplete. He was trying to hit Barber. So we'll see if they go. No, they're going to punt it.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think you got to.
Smart.
You got to.
Lane has not been very sharp tonight passing the ball. He's normally pretty accurate. Do they have too many men on the field?
They got him off.
Okay.
If you could have snapped that fast enough, you might have had a first down.
The ball is down on the 16. The defense got to come out here and make some more big plays and get the offense the ball back for the Wolves. Still plenty of time left in this game. You know, you're trailing by 5 points, and 12 of those 5 that you're trailing by were off turnovers. Dothan has committed 4 turnovers tonight, 2 interceptions and 2 fumbles. And Dothan has only scored 14 points. We expect them to be up in the 30s or 40s or 50s, but they just haven't been able to get it together tonight. Good open field type.
That was a great play right there by number 4.
Yeah, Cameron Dawsey takes down Brooks. We finally got the name and the number right. Brooks is number 26. They had him listed on the roster as number 24. So a loss of a 4. It brings up a 2nd and 14. Dothan needs to make a big play here. Carver hasn't turned the ball over at all. They finally takes him down. And boy, be careful. You don't want to get.
Oh, here we go.
You don't want to get a flag. You got him backed up. Keep your head together. Wow, he don't want to give your opponents some easy yards.
Man, guys, they're really letting them play out here. I really expected that to be some type of penalty. I mean, there was some really big time pushing and shoving up here, and Dothan Wolves coaches are really upset that nothing is called there.
Third and go ahead, George.
I was going to say that's the second time that's happened tonight. That could really have been a flag on both sides. I mean, like you said, Gavin, they're really letting them get chippy down there.
3rd and 10.
Delay a game.
I think they're going to get a timeout before delay a game there.
Okay, so Lanier calls a timeout with 1:36 left in the 3rd, and they lead it 19-14 over the Dothan Wolves. There was a delay of game penalty. They didn't get the timeout call in time, so that will back the Poets up 5. So it will be a 3rd and 15.
How many times have we given up big 3rd downs tonight, though?
Well,
this is big.
We're not going to give up this one. I'm going to call it that way.
All right, Mitt, it's on you.
It's on me, buddy. Intercepted. See, I told you.
All right, we got a holding call for sure on number 59 down here.
I would take the penalty. I meant the play.
Yeah, I would too.
I would decline the penalty. Because it would be 4th down, correct?
Correct.
They're going to decline that.
Yeah.
Now, if they would have accepted it, it would have backed them up. But the only problem is it wouldn't have been 4th down. It would still be 3rd down.
Right. Okay, they made a stop. What did I say? They weren't going to give it up that time, Gavin.
That's right, you did. But here's something to think about here. Number 13 is right here, and he's punting the ball. Last time, he did not punt the ball. He threw the ball. And he is on the defense, if I'm right. So this may be interesting.
Well, they don't want to kick it to Barber, I'll tell you that much. And he shanks it right to the sideline. That one went probably what?
10
yards.
Nah, about 20.
I'm going to take credit for that shank since I told you guys that he was on defense.
So what Dothan's got to do now, they've got to punch it in right now.
Oh, yeah.
The momentum seems to be swinging, so they've got to go out. They've got great field position. And so this is an opportunity.
This is a huge opportunity, and we'll tell you guys, Jalen White is in the middle of that huddle out there with the offense, and he is trying to talk his players, hey guys, let's do this.
So they're starting on the Lanier 22. They give it to Barber, and he goes inside the 20 for a gain of about 3.
Here's a quick update on Webb, guys. He's down here. The trainer stretches with him. He's not going to be on the field in this drive.
Okay, thanks for that update, Gavin. They've moved Barber to the backfield. And he's tripped from behind as he reaches the line of scrimmage. I think they're expecting that from Barber.
Yeah, I think so too.
So it's a loss of about a yard, so it's a 3rd and 7. Dothan cannot squander this opportunity.
Yeah, guys,
like they did the last.
Yeah, guys, I'd like to see maybe a screen with Barber. It's really tough for Barber to get going. When he's in the running back position like that, there's a reason why he's not a running back. He's a wide receiver out here. And so when you put him in the running back position, it doesn't give him time to get going.
Complete.
Fumbled.
No. He was down.
It looks like they are going to say it's a fumble here.
Wow. 5th turnover. And that was Jaden Former. They're discussing it.
They're going to talk about it here. We've already seen this one time tonight.
I think he was down myself. I think he was down.
They owe us.
Yeah, he was down. I think he was down.
I think they're going to call it a fumble, guys.
Goodness.
Fumble.
Another turnover.
On their own, 13. On the Lanier 13. Wow. That's 2 times. That's 14 points they should have there.
Oh, yeah, 2 fumbles inside the red zone.
I mean, turnovers are bad, but then you got to think, too, you've put your defense back on the field. They've been on the field most of the night.
That's in the 3rd.
Wow. So we've come to the end of 3, and the score is Lanier 19, Dothan 14. We'll be back with the 4th quarter of action after this time out. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium as we're set to start the 4th quarter of action. The Dothan Wolves are trailing the Lanier Poets by a score of 19-14. Dothan was in scoring position in the red zone, and they have committed their 2nd turnover in the red zone tonight, and that's why they're behind. So we've got to get out and try and make another defensive stop and hope for a turnover to get the ball back. It's been a struggle tonight offensively for the Wolves. That should be enough for a first down. That was number 26, Brooks. He moves it out to the 29. Time is becoming a factor now.
Ooh.
Boy, get on back to the huddle.
Yeah, I know.
That was a big hit that time by Zay Macon. Wow. I guess they'll think about that one next time. So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Where they give him a yard, 2nd and 9. Dothan need a 3 and out here. Number 26. And he's tripped up in the backfield, and he's hit at the 30-yard line. In on the stop with that one, Dothan's number 5. Let's see, 5 is Donald Glenn. So it brings up a 3rd and 9. This is a huge 3rd down play. Like we talked about, time is definitely becoming a factor. Lanier's going to try to milk the clock for as much as they can. Moore drops back. And it's complete. They almost got to Moore that time, but he was able to hang in there and throw a completed pass.
Guys, that's another one. They called a complete pass, Another came in from the back judge, came in and said, hey guys, that hit the ground. That is not a complete pass. So we did catch a break there.
Right, so it's an incomplete pass. And it brings up a fourth down. Well, they got second over there, and the scoreboard has fourth.
It's definitely fourth down.
It's fourth down. They got to go over and talk to the. I thought it was.
It is fourth
down.
Yeah,
it's fourth down. The referees are telling everybody it's fourth down. This guy can't get his numbers.
Yeah, it's okay. There we go. I was going to say, how did it get back to second down?
I don't know why the team had to wait till he got the number right over there for them to get ready, but hey, you know what though? The big thing was the defense stopped him, and so now we are able to put our offense back on the field, and here we are, Barber. Kick it to Barber.
Well, we'll see if they try to fake it again. You know, they tried it once. Here goes the Barber. He takes it at the 38, and he's dropped at the 45, and that looked like the other guy came a little late there. But we'll take it at the 45. So Dothan escapes from the turnover and don't give up any points. They start on their own 45, which is good field position. They just need to score a touchdown and take the lead. They have just been self-destructing tonight. They put Remy back in at the in the backfield. And they give it to him, and he goes up the middle. He spins and turns and picks up a couple of extra yards. Looked like he was going to be stopped after a gain of 1, but he picks up about 4. So it brings up a 2nd and 6.
Number 57.
And Ramey, his knee was down at the line of scrimmage.
Offense is just stalling right now.
They are.
Yeah, guys, unfortunately, it looks like that Webb will not be coming back in this game tonight.
So they lose a lot of speed without Webb and White in there. So they're going to put Sharp in.
He's coming in at receiver.
They're a little confused with this setup here.
I mean, Sharp showed he's got wheels, so he's a big target out there.
You got to make those plays right through the hands of Faison.
It's just one dropped ball after another, guys.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen from Dothan this year is, Barber's been the solid hands on the outside, but the other guys have been able to, haul it in when it's come their way. But tonight, it's just not happening.
You got to look that ball in. You got to squeeze your hands on that ball and worry about what's coming next then. Don't worry about what's coming next before you catch the ball.
So Dothan squanders a great field position.
Nice
What
bounce.
a great bounce.
Who is the punter for Dothan? Is that number
22.
Cole Odom with a great punt. The ball is going to be down inside the 15. Dothan needs a break. They need a turnover. And they have not been able to get one tonight. They've made, 5? Is it 5 now? 5 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
Committed 5, and Lanier has committed 0. And I felt like that would probably be the only way Lanier would beat them if Dothan committed a bunch of turnovers. We're down to 8:55 left.
Hey, Mick, can you call a pick 6 for us here?
Sure. Okay, I will.
There's a flag down.
Number 7, Dothan Whitaker.
Yeah, I don't think Dothan want to win the region the way they're playing.
Uh-oh, face mask.
So that will move the ball out 15 yards, and it will be a first down.
There's a 5-yard penalty.
Okay, it was an incidental. So it's a first and 3. Dothan has not been able to get to the quarterback. Nothing there. They're just going to try to eat the clock as much as they can. Lanier is.
Yeah, because they haven't got much going in the second half. So they're going to try to use the clock to their advantage.
We have someone down, so they need to stop the clock. They do. I think we have a Lanier player down. 2nd and 2. I want to tell you about something coming up. Don't miss the running event of the year. It's the Red Nose Run Holiday Half Marathon and 5K, sponsored by Flowers Hospital. This annual fundraiser benefits the Southeast Alabama Community Foundation and has provided almost $300,000 over the years for local charities. So you don't want to miss out on this holiday must-do. Food, music, medals, T-shirts, and, of course, a great run. To register, go to rednoserun.itsyourrace.com. That's rednoserun.itsyourrace.com. So we're still going here. Gavin, any words of wisdom from the sideline?
Well, you did a great job talking marathon, but that's what it feels like out here. I mean, this game just kind of feels like it has come to a screech.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to predict. They're going to use a lot of time and not score, and Dothan's going to get the ball and score and win at the end of the game. But I may have been wrong. Boy, they did a good job of preventing the touchdown, because I didn't think anybody was going to catch him.
I didn't either.
He was run down by.
Looks like there's a flag, guys. Holding.
Way back there. Okay.
Holding.
Yeah. No wonder he was able to get so many yards.
Yeah, I'm watching these coaches down here, and they keep pointing the other way, and I'm like, why are they pointing something over there? And then I realized there was a flag on the field.
Okay, good. Wow. But I tell you somebody who has a lot of speed. That was number 13.
Yeah, that's their
Kobe
punter.
Reese.
That's their punter.
Yes, man.
I don't know why he threw the ball when he took that punt earlier. He should have ran the ball being that fast.
Yeah, I was talking about for Dothan.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, that ran down the runner.
It was number 13.
13, yeah, Kobe Reese. Wow.
That's a big play, guys.
Man, you know it.
That is a field flipper. So now it's 2nd and about 14. So now we need them to make a mistake. See, they're trying to sit on this lead. That's what they're trying to do. And when you sit on a lead, you know what happens?
You usually lose.
Ooh, big hit. He got lit up right there.
Yeah, but he gets the first down out to the 35. We thought they was going to just be a running team, but when they needed to pass, they've been successful at it. A lot more successful than we have been tonight.
Well, they've been able to catch the ball. I think that's been our bugaboo tonight. Which bugaboo, huh? It's about to be Halloween. Boo, guys. Boo, guys.
So a 1st and 10 at the 35. Dothan had them backed up, and we're not taking it. We did not take advantage of it. Another run for a good gain on first down across the 40.
Our defense is getting tired out there, guys.
That was Berry on the carry, a 2nd and 4. It's going to take something to flip this. It's going to take something big to flip it. Because the way it's going now, we've got to have some help. I'll put it that way. Big hit that time by a host of wolves. As they say, a pack of wolves.
This is a crucial down right here.
Yeah, Bear's a little slow getting up. The clock should stop there. Looks like an injury.
Yeah, George, you're right. This is a huge down, but I really see them probably going for it on 4th down, most likely.
Well, we need to get them for a loss. The crowd is starting to make some noise.
They need to.
Our crowd's getting into it.
Hey, yeah, you know, we saw them do it earlier.
Oh.
First down and more.
There's a flag. Late flag in there.
There is a flag.
I think it's going to go against Dothan. I think it's going to be a face mask.
We don't need to give them any help.
No.
It looked like he kind of dragged him while he was on the ground. So
Yeah. Yep. Personal
So
foul.
that's 15 yards after the play.
I mean, it's just, we've talked about it for the past few weeks that Dothan is a very undisciplined team at times. You know, I mean, those are things right there that you just can't do. And that wasn't even for the tackle, you know, that face mask. That player was already on the ground and he was tugging on it. So it's just not what you need right there in that moment.
That's a sign of frustration.
It is.
If Carver scores here, you can just pack this one in.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the play of the game right there. That 3rd and 3. This is big down. I mean, these are crucial drives.
think on the bright side, guys, we have 3 timeouts.
We do, and Dothan can score in a quick amount of time.
Big stop.
It's 92 right there.
That was big number 92 for Dothan. Condry, a loss of 3. So it'll be 2nd and 13. I tell you what, I think this time going to come back to hunt Carver. I'm going to call it like that. Those 2 missed extra points and trying to use the clock. All right, I'm going out on a limb, guys. Any of y'all want to get on this limb with me?
We out here with you, Mitt.
Yeah, we out here.
So it brings up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you another big thing is the fact that they don't have a kicking game means that we know that they're not going to be able to kick a field goal.
3rd and 7. Dothan just hasn't taken advantage of the miscues by Lanier, and Lanier has taken advantage of the miscues by Dothan.
Yeah, I mean, but, you know, credit Dothan. They've had 5 turnovers, and yet they're only down 5 points right now. You know, and they just keep getting in their own way whenever Lanier gives them chances to capitalize.
Yeah, they gave up 12 points on turnovers. So that's the difference in this game.
I mean, the defense has played great tonight. They've just been put in some tight spots.
So with 4:03 left in the 4th, the score is Lanier 19, Dothan 14. This is a big 3rd down. Dothan's got to be solid on defense here.
Oh, my goodness.
Touchdown, wide open a 27-yard TD pass.
There's a flag down.
Where is it? Oh,
Yeah,
right
there
down
is
here.
a flag.
I
Yep.
think it's going to be roughing the passer, though.
no, Dothan was born.
Dothan seems to think, I don't know, guys. This is going to be interesting. Oh, illegal touching.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so, boy, that's huge.
That is huge, because I thought it was going to be roughing the passer because that quarterback got up slow.
Yeah, me too, George. But let me kind of tell you guys what happened on the play, because people at home might not understand this. But you have to be able to. You cannot. You're an illegal man if you're on the line. You cannot catch that ball. And so he was an illegal receiver. He cannot touch the ball if he's covered up on the line. Now, if I botched that all wrong, George, you correct me on that.
No, you're right. I didn't know. I thought he was a receiver. I didn't see where he was lined up. So
he was lined up at the tight end position, and so it really depends on where that wide receiver is lined up on the outside. There are a couple of wide receivers.
And that was a loss of down, so it's 4th down.
This is the play of the game right here. And you can tell it, 'cause the crowd knows it.
Oh,
Beautiful
indeed.
pass.
wow.
He missed it.
He dropped
He
it.
missed it. He
He
dropped
dropped
it, guys. I'm down here with the ball. He dropped it. He dropped that ball.
They're calling it incomplete now.
Wow, that was huge. Did he drop it? Gabby?
He didn't retain. Whenever he hit the ground, it popped out.
Okay, so as a receiver, when you catch the ball, you have to have the ball in your hand. When you hit the ground, you have to continue to have the ball in your hand. When he hit the ground, the ball fell out of his hand, so that is going to be an incomplete pass.
Wow.
That was big because he mossed 2 guys right there. But yeah, you got to survive the ground these days.
Man, that was a pass right on the money.
It was. And I mean, credit the receiver right there. I mean, he went up over 2 guys and brought that down. He just, it just popped out at the end when he hit the ground.
That was a big break for Dothan. Now, Dothan's got to take advantage of it. They've got to drive down the field because we know that Lanier doesn't have a kicking game. That's an official timeout.
Official timeout.
I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe I don't know what's going on. They may be trying to communicate with the scores up in the press box.
Guys, I'm going to give you a little bit of an update of what's going on here. They've got some coaches up in the press box that are maybe harassing a clock operator. Never really seen that happen before, but people are people, and
the police are going up that way. They headed up to that level.
Yeah, we've got some stuff that's going on up there right now.
It sounds like a fight or something. There's a bunch of rumbles up top.
I don't know. The police just went up top. I don't know what's going on. We'll take a break here. 3:51 left in the 4th. 19-14.
We're rolling.
And we're back. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 39. And the clock stops. That was a gain of about 8. So it brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, guys, this is definitely not the thing that we thought that may wake up this crowd, but whew, man, they woke up this crowd for sure.
Yeah, 2nd and 2. They give the ball to Webb. He's back in, and he gets the first down.
Oh, that's big that Webb's back.
The ball's out to the 44-yard line.
He is, guys, but he's not 100%, and you can tell it.
He gets the first down, and he leaves the game.
His helmet came off on that play, so he's got to come out for a play also.
Boy, I don't know. It's a lot going on that we don't know about. But we'll try to update you on what's going on. 3:35 left. Wow, Dothan drops another pass, and you've got to make those plays in a game like this.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to have those throws. I mean, Lanier's giving you this game back, but you got to capitalize.
Well, you said it right, George. I mean, Lanier's giving us the opportunity, but we got to take it, guys. We got to want this game. The way that we're going to win this game is will ourselves to win this game.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Lane keeps it, and he picks up a couple of yards. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. We'll see if Webb is in the game. 3rd and 8.
This is a huge 3rd down, guys.
Well, I think they'll go for it on 4th down at this point in the game.
You have to.
What do you have to
they're
lose?
Definitely in four down territory here.
Yeah, you have to. Take off, run.
He's stretched, but it's going to be short by a couple of yards. But hey, you go for it. You're on the other side of the 50. Fourth and about 3. We have Barber and Webb in the backfield.
Oh, I don't like that play call. He didn't get it.
Yeah, he did.
Did he get it? They're giving
him.
He's
really close, guys.
I didn't think he did.
It's 1st down. They're calling it a 1st down.
Yeah, he needed to get inside the marker.
Oh, now they're bringing the chains in. It all comes down to this one measurement.
Well, it looks like the down marker is shy of the 41, and the ball looked like it's inside the 41.
You know what they say, gentlemen? Football is about inches, is a game of inches.
I told you, it was a first
down. Good job, Nick.
Yeah, because I was looking across the field, and the down marker was behind the 41, and the ball was inside the 41.
Those eyes are still good, man.
Yeah, well, I got a couple of extra ones on here. Yeah, so it'll be first and 10 from the 46. Lane keeps it. He goes up the middle. He's got some running room. A flag. He lost his helmet. I'm assuming.
That's a penalty.
Yep.
That's what. And he kept playing.
Yeah, you can't tackle him when you could lose your helmet.
That's exactly right, and that's what the coaches are telling the guys right now is that you can't do that.
That was Webb. That was Lane on the carry, wasn't it? Lane that kept it. Yeah, it was Lane. Yeah. Boy, I tell you, I don't know what's going to happen if this game after this game if Dothan wins.
I know
because the coaches have really created some problems up in the press box.
Yeah, I saw some coaches getting escorted down by some police officers, so I think there was some rowdiness going on over there.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 19, no, from the 14.
All right, guys, we just got to hold on to the ball. You cannot turn the ball over here.
He breaks the tackle, gets it outside.
Yeah, out of bounds.
Wow.
Oh, flag. That's a flag. That's a flag. That's 15 yards more.
That's going to put him on the 1 yard line.
Woo,
Wow.
God, 150 to go, 1 yard line. This is, you called it, maybe.
Hey, we just got to make sure, hold the ball. and
Hold
don't do
the
anything
ball.
else.
I was gonna say we've been this deep before
Yeah.
this game, so
Yes, we have.
So it'll be first and goal.
I guess it was just half the distance to the goal. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna march this ball down though to the 5 yard line. 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's on the 4.
Yeah, I think they roughed him up on the sideline after he was out of bounds. First and goal, 150 left.
All right, guys, this is an exciting time for Dothan, but you've got to make sure you fundamentals. Hold on to the ball.
Lane. And they give it to Webb. And he gets down to the 1. And they're trying to say it's a fumble.
He was down, though, guys. He was down, and now it's at the 1 yard line.
First and goal from the 1.
I'm okay with this, guys. We're counting down some clock here, so we're not going to give them enough, maybe not enough time to score here.
Right. Well, we have 3 timeouts left, so I wouldn't use too much time. I'd go and punch it in.
We got the coach grinder over here is telling the ref he's going to call a timeout with 1 second left.
With 1 second.
With 1 second left on the on the game clock, he's going to call a timeout here.
Okay. All right, so we have 1 minute left. 1 minute left in the game. Dothan's trailing Lanier 19-14, and they have the ball on the 1 yard line. George, talk to me.
I'll tell you, man, this has been a heck of a game. Dothan, they've created a lot of problems for themselves, but they've hung in there. The defense has given them a lot of opportunities, and here they are, 1 yard away from taking their first lead of the game with, a minute left. So, you got a home playoff game on the line right here. You want to do this instead of having to travel to Saraland. I was talking to somebody, and they said that that's where they're going to have to go if they lose this game. So, because it'll put them from first to third in the region. It's been a wild game, But if you're Dothan, if you score right here, you got to feel good because Sidney Lanier isn't great at passing the ball. They've had some moments tonight, but they're not really a team that stretches the field like that. They like to wear you down running it. So you really set yourself up in a good position.
And Dothan would win the conference if Area 2, if they win tonight, and they will be in first place, so they will host a home game. This is huge.
It is. And when's the last time we could even talk about Dothan being on the verge of winning the region?
A long time, George.
It's my 5th year. I don't think I've ever been in that position.
Touchdown, Dothan.
Awesome.
1 yard touchdown run.
Be smart here. You don't want a penalty. Be smart here.
And that was that
That's Jabri Barber.
Barber, yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was Barber.
That's his 12th touchdown on the year, too.
Hey, guys, you really got to think about this. You might want to go for 2 here. If you go for 2, we already talked about it. They don't have a good field goal kicker. They don't have a field goal kicker at all, at least I know of. This is huge.
57 seconds left. And when we talk back and when we look back at this game, Dothan's leading now 20-19. If you look back at this game, Dothan had turned the ball over twice in the red zone.
Yep.
In the red zone.
Yep.
So, that makes it very tough to win games. They really should be up. And if you look at it, 12 of those 19 points that were scored by that's been scored by Lanier were off 2 Dothan turnovers.
Deep in the red zone. Yeah, So
Yep.
So you got to credit the defense right there, and just you got to give Dothan credit. good teams sometimes face adversity, but to find out how great your team is what do you do when you have that adversity? And Dothan's just worn them down this game, and now they've taken a lead here with 57 seconds left. And if they can score this I think they are going to go for 2. That's why they took a timeout.
Yep,
if they can get this 2-point conversion, they're in a very, very good position.
Guys, I also want to mention to you, and I told you guys this at least 4 times in this game, that big play by Barr when he fumbled the ball, the 1 yard, where he could have just laid down, been upset about it. He got back, he put it 50 yards down the field and tackled the guy to go into the half with no score for them. That was huge in this play.
Well, also another thing to talk about, too, is the 2 missed extra points for Sidney Lanier right now.
Dothan on the 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion. Barber takes it in for the 2-point conversion.
That was a great play right there.
There you go.
This
Guys,
place is electric right now.
This is what it's all about. Friday night football. There's not anybody in the stands right now that's sitting down. Everybody's on their feet cheering for their Wolves. This is the first year that we've all been together. Man, one pack, one team, one pack. I don't remember what it is, but I'm excited.
I mean, I don't remember the stadium ever being like this. You know, like I said, this is my 5th year doing this, and I mean, we've had some great games in this stadium over the past 5 years, but this year's been a lot different, and the crowd has really gotten behind this team. And, you know, but it starts with the team. You got to credit these kids. They've had a really good season. They've played really, really well at home. And, I mean, they've put on a good show this year.
Well, and this game is not over. We have 57 seconds left. And
you're right.
And Dothan can't give up a big run, so hopefully we'll get a touchback here and make them go the entire 80 yards.
What you can't do here is kick it out of bounds. You do not want to do that.
The ball's taken on the 15 and brought out to the 39.
Lanier's only got 1 timeout left, so
that's definitely in our favor for sure.
Yeah, and we have 2. So
I'll tell you what, right now those coaches are going to be watching that clock really tight.
So this is huge, this drive. They're going to have to pass because they only have, like you said, 1 timeout. And they've been pretty effective passing.
They have.
So Dothan's got to get 2 more and don't give him time to find his open receiver.
Well, and I was going to say, Dothan's been known to give up big passing plays this year. So that's what you got to watch out for.
That's a hole. That's a hole, guys. That's a hole.
He dropped the flag.
Oh man, that might be another penalty there.
Yeah, he threw it again.
Yeah,
that's 2.
That's 2 dumb penalties. That's what, 30 yards.
Boy, hey George, I'm gonna stay in the booth after this game. I'm gonna stay in the safety zone.
I know, right?
Guys, I'm kind of scared for you out there. This is one time where I actually like being down here.
So a holding call will move the ball back. The ball was on the 39-yard line.
George, I'm really surprised they didn't call that personal foul at the end of that play too.
And see, that's what I thought he did because I saw him pick the flag up because he dropped it. Yeah. But at the end of the play, he picked it up and threw it again. So I thought he might call a personal foul.
Look how far back they are, though.
That's true. I really thought they did too.
Because that is 20, let's see, 10, 15. Must have been.
They are really far back. They might have.
Can't let that happen, though.
33 seconds left.
If you're this defense, you got to be smart. You got to think about your practice every single day. You've been in practice, and you're told, okay, stay in your gaps, stay in your lanes. Your linebackers got to stay in their positions. Your secondary's got to understand you do not let anyone behind you.
They got to contain. They didn't do a good job of containing more.
As an Auburn fan, I know that. You cannot let people behind you.
2nd and 10.
He's
He was out of bounds.
Oh, they're calling it
They're
a
going to
catch.
call it a catch, guys.
I think he did drag a foot.
Wow.
Yeah, that was actually a really good play. He did drag his feet. That's what we call the toe touch drill. Isn't that right, George?
Wow. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 44 of Dothan. They've got to make a play. The defense got to come up with the play.
You got to pin your ears back right here. You know they're going to throw the ball.
Interception. They have not been able to get to Moore, but if they can get to him and force him to fumble or make a bad decision. Incomplete. So it's down to a 2nd and 10. They're going to try to go to the end zone.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be down here in this end zone making sure I know what happens here.
I have to say, regardless of the outcome, what a heck of a game this has been.
The defense needs to make a big play here, George.
They do. I mean,
this is one game that I will say that there's literally been a little bit of everything.
yep. It really has.
To the point where someone's been escorted out to this play right here.
Great defensive play. Great defensive play.
What a play.
Great.
Wow. Number 11 came up big that time. Zay Macon. Huge play. We're down to 16 seconds. Man,
Guys, I'm going to tell you what. We talked about the fact that this is a really good running team.
Yeah.
Those passes, George, are on spot, man.
They are. No, I noticed that. I mean, he's got a really good arm. I don't know why they don't air it out more. And he's got receivers that go up and get it, too.
oh, yeah, they do. Ball's at the 44-yard line. It's 3rd and 10. We know they're going to try to air it out.
Get a sack. Get a sack.
Wow, we have not been able to get to 9 seconds left.
All right, guys, again, we just got to be smart.
This is it here. Go ahead, Gavin.
We've talked about it. Discipline. Here's a situation that we're 9.5 seconds. If you just play disciplined football, you're pretty much going to win the game. You cannot have a penalty here, though. That will give them another play.
I think this is going to be the last play of the game. I would watch this side of the field, the big receiver on the near side of the field.
This is it.
Incomplete.
All right, 2 seconds, guys.
They finally got to him. That was TJ Lewis. One play, folks, we're down to 2.4 seconds. One play. Either Dothan will win or they will lose.
Rush 3, drop 8.
Interesting you say that, George, because I'm going to tell you to do the opposite. I'm going to rush after that quarterback and pressure that quarterback. I am not going to let him get comfortable in that pocket.
So it's 2.4 seconds left in the fourth. Dothan leads 22-19. 2.4 seconds left. Second down. This will be the last play. Dothan will either win or lose. Hey, you have to just go at it. Go for it.
Just bat the ball down. Do not try to go for an interception. How many times have we seen that happen?
Incomplete. Dothan wins it.
What a game.
That's it, guys.
Wow.
What a game.
Dothan wins it 22-19. Wow. Wow. Dothan took the lead with 57 seconds left. They had trailed the entire game to 57 seconds left. And Dothan wins their division, Area 2, as the champs. They finished 5-1, and they had the tiebreaker with View Fallers. So it was a tough battle, and Dothan had to overcome 5 major turnovers, George.
They did, and just credit the defense right there. They were resilient when they needed to be, but you also got to credit the offense too. They didn't have their best game tonight, but they just played really, really well, and they ended up pulling it out there at the end. A lot of credit. They had some injuries. That Webb went down. White didn't play tonight. Lane was hurt earlier in the game. So, just a great win here by Dothan. They deserve to win this area title. They've been tough to beat at home. This has just been a really fun team to watch all year.
They have been undefeated this year at home, and they just weren't very sharp tonight, but they came out and did what they needed to do to ink out a victory. We talked about how those 2 missed extra points may haunt Lanier, and they came back to hunt them.
They did, and it was, especially on that 2-point conversion. Dothan went up by 3. They went up by 3 at that point, but Lanier still would have had the lead, and it would have just been a different ball game. But credit the Dothan Wolves. They did what they needed to do, and they just overcame adversity, and that's what good teams do.
Right. Any closing comments from you, Gavin?
Absolutely. What an incredible game by the Wolves tonight. And what I want to take home from this game is the heart of this Wolves football team. They were down, and they could have gone into halftime and said, listen, we're done. But they came back out, and they fought their tail off. And I also want to give a big shout out to these seniors, man. It takes leadership to come out here and to come back from where you were, to come back and win a game like that with what was on the line is huge. And that's what's going to really catapult them going forward in the playoffs.
You're exactly right. And Gavin, see if you can get a word with Coach Grider, if you would. Okay?
All right, I'll see if I can grab him.
What do you say? All right. Okay, we're going down the field and listen to Coach Grider. Okay, we're waiting, but it was really a really tough win for Dothan, and maybe it shows that they have guts.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to need them. They're going to host a playoff game here, and I think they can go deep in the playoffs.
That's huge for our program. And to do it the way we did it, we didn't play particularly well. It was an ugly game, but there's no such thing as an ugly win. We take every win we can get. Proud of the kids for persevering and fighting through all the mistakes and adversity and find a way. Just keep fighting and find the end. This is a huge, not only us winning the region, but the way we had to win tonight.
You heard it here first at the end of the week. Coach Smitty Grider, Robert Smith. Back to you guys.
Okay, you heard it from Coach Grider. He was really proud of the way his team performed, in adversity, and they were able to pull this one out. And I tell you, did I call it, George?
You called it, Mitt. Mitt the wit again. I tell you, you're on a roll.
I told him, I said, Dothan's going to put together a last-minute drive, and time's going to run out on Lanier. They start trying to play to keep from losing, and normally when you do that, you wind up losing. But anyway, any closing thoughts from you, George, before we go?
No, I think we've touched on everything. Just a great win, and it's been a great year here at Rip Hughes, and I'm excited to see what Dothan can do here in the playoffs. They got one more game ahead of them, and then on to the playoffs they go. So congratulations to those kids.
All right. Thanks, George. On behalf of our other man tonight, Gavin Thomas, thank you, George Willard. This is Mick Kirkland saying good night, and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.